What's up guys, Daan de Groot here with another video about training Jiu-Jitsu in Brazil. In the last video we talked about training Jiu-Jitsu in Rio, and in this one we're going to another city, place that I call my home place whenever I'm in Brazil, Santos in the state of Sao Paulo. Again, we'll go over the best gyms, the climate, the safety, the tourist hotspots, and the overall positive and negative points of the city. Okay, so when you go to Santos there are three top level gyms you could visit. First there's the house, the place that I call my home, then there's Zenith, and then there's Integracao. Let's start with the house. That's a place where I teach classes, where I train. I've been going since 2015. The house has two units, one on the west side, one on the east side of the city, and it has really high level training. Whenever BJJ or Michele Nicolini or any of the other top checkmate guys are in the neighborhood, they will go there to train. The coaches are Thiago Abreu and Gabriel Holo, super high level guys. Thiago's a black belt no-gi world champion. Gabriel medaled at Pans, Worlds. He went to ADCC, super high level coaches and of course competitors as well. And at the lower belts there's a lot of top guys as well. One of my friends, Marcelo Fausto, is a world champion at blue belt. He won Brazilian championships at purple. He just got his brown belt. So there's a lot of really good training there. The best thing about the house for people that want to visit Brazil is that there's also accommodation for them. So if you go to Brazil, you just go to the house, there's beds, there's a place where you can, there's a refrigerator, kitchen, washing machine, so they got everything planned out. You just pay per week for all the training and the accommodation. So if you need any help setting that up, you can just send me an email and I can get you in contact with the guys, so you can plan that the trip there. So that's one of the big pros of going to the house, next to the training of course. One of the other really good gyms in Santos is Zenith. It's under Rodrigo Cavaca, one of the famous coaches. He's a world champion. He used to be the coach of Buchecha. He's now the coach of Felipe Andrew. He's got some really good guys there, and the gym is really beautiful. It's in a high office building, so you have a nice view of the city. Very modern, nice gym as well. The third gym is a little bit less famous than the other two, but it's at the roots of Jiu-Jitsu in Santos. It's called Integracao Jiu-Jitsu, and most of the guys there, the high level guys, can trace their roots back to that team. And they got some tough training and some good competitors as well. One of my friends, Baby, is from there. He's ultra heavyweight, I think, depends on how much he eats. And he wins a lot of absolutes, and he just got his black belt. Really good guy. So there as well, there's some tough training if you want to. So the climate in Santos is a little bit better than Sao Paulo, because Sao Paulo is located on a plateau about 800 meters above sea level from the top of my head. So that makes it a little bit colder, a little bit more rainy. And in Santos it's warmer and less rainy than in Sao Paulo. It is a little bit colder and more rainy than in Rio. But the weather overall is pretty good. It won't dip under 15 degrees very often. Celsius, that is. So one of the things I really like about Santos is that it's a super safe city. All the bad neighborhoods are on the outskirts of the city, so you're basically always safe. There's no making the wrong turn and ending up in a favela like there is in Rio. But of course you don't want to be stupid. You don't want to walk around with gold chains, nice watch, talk on your phone at night on the beach, for example. You want to be smart, so don't give people an extra opportunity. Just keep your phone in your pocket, leave your jewelry at home. Avoid the bad spots at night, you should be fine. Okay, I've never had anything remotely dangerous or bad happen to me in Santos. Okay, for the tourist hotspots, of course, they're not going to be as famous as the ones in Rio, but there's some really cool places you could visit. Santos is one of the biggest, maybe the biggest park, or the longest park in the world, is right across the beach of Santos. So there's a nice beach, and then next to the beach there's a huge park where you can just walk around, get acai, get coconut water. It's a pretty nice park. The other famous thing in Santos is the football. It's the hometown of both Neymar and Pelé. Depending on your generation, you should know at least one of them. And there's good soccer games. There's a museum of the football team, Santos FC, and there's a Pelé museum. So if you're into football, Santos is a nice city to visit. There's also a coffee museum, which is really nice. They have good coffee and they show you like the history and the process of making coffee. Very interesting. And there's a lot of good food. If you follow me on Instagram or if you've seen my vlogs, you've seen the images of Aloha and of Cantina Liliana where I'm sponsored, where I eat a lot. The food is really great. You should definitely try it out when you go there. The acai is also really good at Aloha, so make sure you go there when you're in Santos. Okay, so the positive points about Santos: great jiu-jitsu, good climate, and very safe. And of course there's also that all-included package they have at the house, so you don't need to worry about finding your own accommodation. You don't need to worry about which training plan you get. You just pay one price per week, or you even get a discount if you pay per month to train there, and they're very open to gringos. They speak English pretty well, so if you're planning on going to Brazil, you don't know where to go yet, Santos is a great option, especially at the house. Okay, so now for the negative part. There's not as much touristic things to do as Rio. You won't have that cool picture with Christ the Redeemer if you go back home, unless you plan like a weekend to Rio, which is very doable. And if you want to go to competitions, there are some small local competitions, usually at least once or twice per month. But if you want to go to the big ones, you have to go to Sao Paulo, which is about 1.5 hour ride. But you should be able to figure this out with your teammates and go together, so you save both money and time instead of getting the bus. Alright, so that's it about Santos. If you want to learn a little bit more about the city or learn about other cities in Brazil as well, make sure to download my ebook if you haven't already. Link is right here in the description below. If you want to set up that trip to Santos, you want to stay at the house, make sure to send me an email.
Okay guys, so in the video I told you guys you could send me an email to set up your stay at the house, but I just created a website for it, so it's a little bit easier, you get some more information. It's thegrowthbjj.com/BJJ house, and that is all the info you might need about your stay in Santos and staying at the gym there. So make sure to check it out, and if you need any help you can still send me an email, but there's also a form on the site, and I'll just send you all the info you need for your perfect stay and to live the jiu-jitsu lifestyle right there in Santos.
In the next video we go over the last city that I spent my time in, which is Sao Paulo. So make sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, so you stay up to date. Leave a like, leave a comment if you like the video. If you have any questions as well, just drop them in the comments. I'll make sure to answer them either in the comments or in a new video. And see you guys next time. Thanks.